So what do we do to make clean copies? Well, this is the copy I made you to make clean copies. Again, this is some of my propaganda, my brainwashing. On one side is Dr. Schulzes' 20 steps. You can make sure you drink clean water. We know that all the tap water in America has pharmaceutical drugs in it from being flushed down the toilet. You can't find clean water in remote Pacific islands in Tahiti. All the groundwater on the planet has been polluted to some degree or another. So the best thing you can do is make sure that you drink purified or distilled water. Fresh juice. Okay, juice is not only nutrient dense, but it flushes your body, it stimulates your organs. Make sure that you get at least a glass in a day, and if it's too much sugar, cut it with water. This is not rocket science, my friends. I don't do difficult. Okay, fun is fundamental. Everything I do is a lot of fun. So fresh juice, remember, organic, nutrient-dense juice. Vegan food. Why do I talk about vegan food? It's not a save the whales, don't kill animals. I've had people come up to me and go, well, you know, what if there's a nuclear war and all the plants are dead? Would you eat a cow? I go, I'd kill you and eat you. Okay? This is not a moral issue, although I do love animals very much. It's just that vegan food is nutrient dense, and it's the animal food that's killing us. Okay, that's clogging us with fat, it's clogging our liver, clogging our coronary arteries. No one ever died from eating one McDonald's hamburger, but it's that repetition and that high amount of animal food. So vegan food, it's clean, it's nutrient dense, it detoxifies your body, it helps to make really clean cellular duplications. Live food, of course, live is good. You know, most people I know don't eat live food, they eat what I call merchandise. I like food that when I see it, it looks like it did when it grew. Okay, that's mostly what I eat during the day. Most days go by and everything I eat, it looks like when it grew. I know what it is. Bowel cleansing, just a basic, my friends. You've all heard the stories. Americans are about 70,000 bowel movements short in their lifetime. No wonder we got it up here, we got it down here. And this may be one of the factors because that material, that old waste, that old fecal matter is reassimilating into our bloodstream. And how can you have sweet thoughts on a sour stomach? I had a gentleman in my clinic that had depression, clinical depression so bad they couldn't peel his hands away from his face. They couldn't peel them away. He was so depressed. And if he ever said anything, it was just no. And they wouldn't do anything the doctor said, and they wouldn't do anything I said, but they cleansed his bowels, and they really cleansed his bowels. In fact, I got a call one day from his doctor and said, what in the hell are you doing to this guy? Every time he comes up, his family brings him for a visit, he sits in the bathroom the whole time. And they said he smells so bad the people on the floor below my offices complain. And I talked to Anisha, and she said, well, all they do is order cases of intestinal formula number 1. In 3 months, he was back teaching school. So you can't have sweet thoughts on a sour stomach. And it's in my clinic how I realized the importance of getting that bowel cleaned out. Detoxification and cleansing, step 6, doing our seasonal detoxification. All my patients took better care of their cars than they ever did their body. We worry about oil changes and lubing our car. And do we put the good spark plugs in? And is it in for its maintenance? Well, most of us don't sit around and worry that way about whether we've done our seasonal detoxes. Breathing deeper, taking time every day to do some deep breathing, stretching, walking, moving, running, yoga, dancing, all the ways. None of us move our body enough. Water therapy, one of the great old healers. Hot and cold showers, jump in the water. The ocean this time of year is nice and brisk. Natural clothing, making sure that what we wear is not made out of space-age fibers, you know, like a shower curtain. I mean, I had to go to England. I saw nylon sheets. So when you sweat or forget about having sex, you just fly off the bed. But any droplet just sits there. I mean, natural clothing and natural cleaning. According to the Food and Drug Administration and according to other government groups, the air inside your house is 150 times more polluted than the air in L.A. from all the off-gassing. You know what the new car smell is? 1,500 different chemicals off-gassing inside a car. So we have to try to clean our house with natural products. And I always say stop television, because most of everything on there is just negative reinforcement. From news programs to soap operas to everything, just a tremendous amount of negativity. Trashing, it's great. Get rid of the old. We all have those boxes around the shit we got to deal with, or we've got to deal with it. Just throw it away. You're never going to deal with it. Throw it away, let it go. I had a patient, another woman with breast cancer, and when I got her to throw away the stuff, she was healed. Okay? The power of letting go of that crap. Don't burden your kids with it. We've all go to garage sales. It's all the stuff that people kept that thought was important, and now the kids are selling it for a dime. And if you don't sell it, where does it go? On the curb. So throw it out now. If your children need a dime, you're in trouble. Relaxation. We don't take enough time to relax. Expressing ourselves. It's important to express yourself. And if you blow it, you can say, I'm sorry. But get it out there. Express yourself. Start reducing that filter. Boy, are we tight asses in America. I grew up thinking this was the most radical, free country in the world. But boy, in London, right in the city, there's ponds and they swim naked. You take your top off at the beach down here and the sheriff's department will write you a ticket. No, I have a lot of friends on the sheriff's department. No, so we are not the most liberal country in the world here. We're pretty darn uptight. And I could give you a lot of stories about that, but we'll move on. Helping others. Take the time to help other people. You see someone that needs a hand, give them a hand up. Laugh more, learn 1,000 jokes. One of the great healers for my patients was getting them to get some humor. Because when you go to a doctor's office, there's no jokes. Okay, and you lose your sense of humor. And I had joke night, magic night. I had to get my patients to have a sense of humor again. More sex, always on the top of my list. But, sex is healthy. It's exercise. It stimulates blood flow. It's physically, emotionally, and spiritually healing. And again, in America, Anisha brought this one up, and I thought it was great. How is it when we go to the movies, it can be PG, maybe R, where they cut people's heads off, shoot people in the head, blow them up, dismember them, and everything else. But sex is X-rated. How the hell did penises and breasts and vaginas get to be worse than murdering people? And you tell me we're not a nation that's screwed up about sex? Think about that one. Okay? Listen to yourself. We got to listen to ourselves more, what's going on inside. And love your life. Fun is fundamental. Get passionate about your life. And if something you don't like doing something, figure out a way to stop doing it. We can all do that. And all these things, when you put them together, will make the new copies of those cells almost identical to the first cell. And you will age slower. You might even reverse. I meet people all the time, they say, you look younger than you did 10 years ago. I feel better than I did 10 years ago. So this is one of the ways we get duplicates or exact sharp image copies of our cellular regeneration by doing all of these things. And they're all things that we can all work on and upgrade every year. So, at my house, I have signs all over the wall like this. I just came up with my top 10 list. Play more, have more time with friends, more relaxation, better sex. I made a big list. And then it's all white. And then when I start doing pretty good on them, I put a yellow highlighter on. And when I start doing great, I put a green highlighter on. Sex I got right out the bat. Okay, green highlighter. Eating awesome, green highlighter. I eat awesome. And fun, I got a green highlighter. But there's still white ones on the list. And that was last year's list. So I'm still got areas to work on. But if you don't make yourself lists and charts and reminders on your refrigerator. I have them on my refrigerator, in my office, and on my bedroom where I get my clothes on in the morning and where I take them off at night. I have them everywhere in the house. And I go, okay, I did good today. I didn't laugh. I don't remember laughing today. And so I'm working on myself all the time because I want to make sure that as my cells regenerate and duplicate, that there is hot, sharp, intense, with the most contrast and the best exposure copies that I can possibly make. Does that make sense?